New developments tonight involving serious claims of harassment at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard in Bremerton and the alleged culture that fosters it. Tonight, we're bringing you a story you'll see only on Q13 News.
A former shipyard manager tells us the problem goes all the way to the top. He claims that his supervisors retaliated against him after he reported a case of sexual harassment involving one of his employees. The Navy just paid him 6 figures to settle the lawsuit. Simone Del Rosario has the exclusive.
It's been 1 month since a brave woman named Brandon Hunt came forward and spoke to me, exposing serious sexual assault and harassment allegations at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard in Bremerton. Well, today, a former shipyard manager, Mark Swalley, tells me how senior leadership failed to properly investigate a sexual harassment claim and threatened his job for reporting it. His own supervisor telling him, "I do not know how to say this more clearly. You are not to take any discipline actions against him." Here's my interview with Mark Swalley and his attorney.
My job was threatened, and my ability to take any disciplinary action was removed from my own employee to cover up the fact that this person had committed sexual harassment.
Why the cover-up?
Probably that the individual, my employee, was also the son of a senior manager.
There's a lot of nepotism, favoritism, and if you don't fall in line, there's retaliation. They retaliated against him. He filed a complaint for retaliation, seeking protection from the retaliation. And what did they do? Nothing. They didn't even investigate it. Then later on, they came back and said, "Oh wait, well we did investigate it," but they really didn't. And they were just looking to again sweep this under the rug and try and get rid of Mark because he was just a problem because he was speaking out and doing the right thing, and that was rocking the boat. And nobody wants that there.
I felt alone, that no one was going to help me. It was a terrible part of my life at that point, and I just wanted to leave at that point.
All because you followed through on your responsibility to report a sexual harassment claim.
Absolutely, because I followed through and I did what we were trained to do, what the Navy, and I would imagine everybody in the United States would expect a manager to do to protect an employee from a serial misogynist.
According to a lawsuit against the Navy, Mark Swalley suffered stress-induced cluster headaches over this. So debilitating, he was eventually put on leave and retired early, losing pay and benefits. His attorney says the Navy paid out $130,000 to settle his claim.
He wasn't looking for a lottery ticket or a windfall. He just wanted to basically be reimbursed for the lost time he had for his leave that he was forced to take because of his headaches and the fear of the workplace. And they just would not relent.
The Navy initially claimed that all of your claims were untrue and unfounded.
Yeah.
Obviously, when they settle, they're not admitting fault, but when you're making, 6-figure payments to people, I'd say that in itself is an admission of fault.
I understand how it affected you in the interim. How has it affected you now, looking back?
You give your career to an organization, to the Navy, to the shipyard. 33 years since I graduated from college, I was there. You'd like to look back and go, I gave my life to this place, and think, well, that was a great place, but I can't do that. It robbed me of the retirement. It's not a place of honor.
Why was it important for you to speak out about this?
I think it was my duty to tell people about this, and just like it was my duty to fight it at the beginning or to bring it up, it's my duty now that it was so broken to bring that up. I would tell all my my friends and co-workers that are still at the shipyard, just hang in there, and maybe change is on the way.
Yeah, they're on notice, and they have been on notice, but now more than ever, and they need to do something about it.
The shipyard sent us a statement that reads in part, "Mark Swalley was a valued employee, and we want all of our employees to report allegations of harassment." Current efforts include establishing an anonymous reporting hotline, personal engagement at all levels of our workforce, and improvements to our investigation process. In the meantime, Mark Swalley's attorney, Jacob Downs, is working on another shipyard case involving alleged racial discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. That case scheduled to go to trial in February. Back to you.
Thank you, Simone. We're going to stay on top of these developments out of the shipyard, and we've made multiple requests to sit down with the current commander to talk about how she's working to change the culture.